This year's Closing the Gap report marks 10 years since governments agreed to work together to improve the lives of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians. I'm pleased to report that 3 of the 7 Closing the Gap targets are on track this year. The Year 12 attainment target, the child mortality target, and the early childhood enrolment target. Now, while we welcome and celebrate these improvements, there is still much to be done by governments and communities. When I tabled my first Closing the Gap report in 2016, I made a commitment that my government would do things with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, not do things to them. And we continue to put Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people at the centre of decision making in their regions through innovative models like empowered communities. But there is a clear need to improve our accountability and transparency of government-held data and information. We acknowledge the call for better evidence and evaluation over what works and why, so that people can have a say over the services that are provided in their name. And we agree. Today we're announcing a trial of a new Indigenous grants policy that prioritises Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander organisations to have better opportunities to deliver services for their communities. We have better aligned our policies, programs and data around regions, so as far as possible, we can start to measure the success or otherwise of our efforts. This will allow us to adjust policies and programs where we need to, and adopt and then adapt the key learnings. Underpinning our success is the opportunity to include Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians in our national economic story. Our Indigenous procurement policy has enabled $600 million of contracts to be awarded to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander businesses. Ending this disparity is complex and challenging, and closing the gap is a national responsibility that belongs with every Australian. Only by working together can we achieve the lasting change that our first Australians deserve.